We're doing it something different today for BP. Are you BP hounds? Thank many of you who have been following the YouTube channel as well as my Facebook page on things to do with the tee or hitting approaches, hitting games. A lot of times when I hit with people, I tend to see they want to see how far they can hit the ball rather than having approach to BP. You know, for me, playing high school baseball, playing collegiately all 4 years, you know, you get used to routines, you get used to approach, you get used to practice routines to help experience success. The biggest thing I tell many people is that whatever you're doing in BP, if you're experiencing consistent success in your tournaments, then you're fine. But if you're being what I call the heartbeat hitter, where you got a 7, a 5, an 8, a 6, a 6, a 7, a 5, a 550, that's a heartbeat, you know, the heartbeat. And you're always trying to do maybe 3 out of 4 tournaments above, you know, 700 on base is actually where you want to be. But I think as a team, if you're hitting over 650 and everybody on the team's hitting over 650, you're not going to lose too many games, okay? But my approach right now is what I do primarily a lot. And I've shared it on a different YouTube channel. But what I'm going to do is, first off, if you do not have cones, then you are not doing yourself a justice. And I don't know if you could see, but there's a cone right there, and a cone in the 5-6, cone there, and then there's a cone out here. You want to use cones, you know, get the most out of your BP approach and what you're trying to do. And there's many different things to do. Like you can go your first round, just keep it in the yard, like leading off an inning. You know, always set up scenarios, and that's what we did a lot in collegiate ball. You know, runners on first base, work on a bunt. Hit and run, taking 2 to 3 swings, hit and run. Runner on second base, hit behind the runner. Runner at third base, infield in, look to drive it. Infield back, guy on third base, just put it in play. Same approach, get your mindset there so when you have those scenarios in the game, you're well prepared. Another thing that I do, and I've preached it, is I don't focus hitting the ball only one side. Because in a game, are you going to be able to tell the pitcher, I'm working that right side? You know, obviously, if there's a big inviting hole on the defensive side, I try to make inviting holes to get people out of their element. Especially if your pitcher's able to work it to their strengths, if they're a pull hitter or a backside, it goes in your favor. That's the thinking man game. Currently, right now, I'm doing baseball camps twice a week. And the biggest thing I tell my guys is I'm trying to increase your IQ. If you have an IQ in this game of softball, you're going to be more successful than not. If your team has an IQ, you're going to be more successful than not. You can go straight up and play a game with someone else just straight, and then it's whatever happens. But if you're playing with an IQ against someone without an IQ, I say more times than not, you're going to win. It's figuring out how to beat them. Hitting, what's the pitcher doing, everything, okay? Senior softball, those home runs are big. I think the best wins in a softball game is having home runs on the table, okay? If you're having home runs on the table, you're giving yourself more of a chance to win a game in the open or score 10 plus if you got 2 to 3 home runs. I always look at home runs as a 3-run shot. 2-run shots are not bad. The worst home run to hit is a solo with no outs. Last thing I want to share. Sometimes people feel, get that 5th run or get that 7th run. I don't care how you do it, hit a home run. That's desperation. That means there's no skill, there's no preparation. Because that, I mean, it's not like you're going to win a tournament because you hit the most 5s. They only did 5 runs 6 times or 3 times, and we did it 4. We win. It doesn't matter what the open inning entails. No. It's about having those home runs. I mean, you hit 10 2-run shots, that's 20. And you should be able to score 5 to 10 runs without home runs. You get what I'm trying to say? Or in the open inning, being without home runs. I've seen so many times people chasing 4 runs with no home runs, and they can't get it done. A lot of guys rely on hitting the ball hard, swinging hard, and it's hard for them to get on base or to get those hits. So what I'm doing right now, I have my cones. I'm just looking to hit the ball hard in a hole. Nobody on base, home runs are done. At the end, we're going to have some fun, and maybe I'll hit some bombs. I'm going to be swinging my prototype Little Mexican, which I hope to get these Probably, I know we'll have them before Senior Worlds come September 1st. But you know, if you're familiar with the bat process, they're kind of on back order a little bit. But I know we will have the Sammy B for Nationals 2024 in Sacramento. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to hit any home runs right now, and just work on getting hits, extra base hits. Okay, so bats that I will swing. I'm going to swing some with the Special Forces. Very similar technology as the Little Mexican, and then I'm going to hit the Little Mexican, and then I'm going to finish up with this other Little Mexican that's kind of on the breakup side. But primarily right now, it's no home runs. You know, I think a lot of hitters, good hitters, they don't get impressed with guys hitting home runs. It's more people kicking in the yard and playing the game. So let's go here. All right. Go between those, and that works. That's in there. So primarily the balls I'm swinging are the Thunder Advances, and I got the senior one, which I think is a good ball, and then I also have the other ones, a black label. So we're doing those. Another thing with BP, if you're taking 20 swings or maybe in situations of 10, see how many hits you got. So I've taken 2 swings, so I'm going to say I got 2 hits. Obviously that's a hit. Oh, that's a good ball too. No home run. And I'm taking good cuts. Oh, that's in the yard though. Oh, that's kind of a line. Well, it's a 280-foot fence, so there's one, but I haven't made it out yet. I don't want to hit that. Do the other Thunder Advances? Those are the newer. Thunder Advance ball. There's an out, I would call. And they see I can't hit right side. Are those the blue labeled ones?
The red, but it's a hardcore.
Yeah, I want the blue ones, please. For right now.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
You got one more of those left.
Good. Okay. So a couple more with the Special Forces. I'll go 10, 10, 10. So now, once again, I'm gonna hit it hard. Special Forces. Dang it, I overfoot. All right, so that's Special Forces. Now we're gonna go with the 2024 Little Mexican. Go ahead and get your pre-orders. You are gonna like this, especially if you swing last year's Little Mexican. Notice it was a short ball and I didn't uppercut it. All right. You're getting in that hole. That's fine. Now it's good. See how they're short and I'm not uppercutting. I'm still working on keeping the ball down. No barrel above the shoulder. not that picky. Demo. That's gonna get in that hole. This bat's got a good amount of swings as well. Fudge. So there, if you notice, the location was here and I tried to pull it. I went against the science, so I got to remind myself that's a middle right center pitch. All right. All right. It's another round. It's okay. That's a 5-man. Oh, hit the net. Nope. Come closer to me because you're missing short. Yeah, there you go. So for me, I try to get the ball belly to the nipple. All right. That's a good ball. So, if you can, get him like your put your foot on the rubber in front of you. And the reason I say that, because I think pitching BP, you want to adjust movement of your body, then arm speed and strength. That's at least what works for me. If I'm missing short, it's just easy for me to take 2 steps forward. Where a lot of times people try to push it more. The more natural you are in everything you do, the better. All right. Oh, hi, but here's the other Dudley advances. How many left? 4. So our last one was a hit. What I like to do my last 5 swings, but I'm gonna take a couple of hits and bombs for you, is I like to, the last 5, I try to go 3 out of 5. Anything after that, I call it the envelope, especially my BP partners. You get 4 hits, that's 800 average. So it's 1 for 1, 4 balls. That's a weak ball in the gap, that will work. 2. Oh, I was way ahead of it. So there's an out. 2 for 3. One more hit gets what I need to do. Oh, that's a good ball. 3 for 4. Envelope. Oh, and I went right center. That's a good ball. So I'm gonna take about 5 more, hit you some bazingas with my bat of choice right now. Being superstitious I am, some people say, how come you're not swinging the new Little Mexican as much? I said, well, I'm very confident and swinging it very well with this one, and I don't like to break that. But I have taken a couple of those in games. Last week I took 2. So these swings right here, runners on first and third, 1 out. Gappers or gone. All right. That worked. It's a hit. Success. That's fine. Notice the short pitch. I'm not uppercut. Another hit. And I'm not forcing the bombs either. That was short. I just wanted to hit one out for you. All right, here we go. You got like two more? That was well struck. All right, two more. That was good for every 5 balls. Here, the last 2.
Sorry.
Oh, you all right?
You got it.
Dug it out. Yeah. Sand dune, if you remember, sand dune's 335. Okay. All right. That worked. So, all we have left in this one are 27 ounces. If you love the 27, jump on it. It's a great bat. Durability. All of mine have been lasting close to 1,000 swings. This one right here, it feels good. Probably just going to be a gamer. This one's coming out. I really like the feel on this one and stuff, but superstitiously, I'm not using it. BP, have an approach. Don't just go out there and whack it. I mean, you can if that's what you like to do. But if you're trying to experience success, climb the levels, kind of like be that guy on that team, then the work shows, the extra work in regards to what you're doing, getting hits, squaring up on the ball, and etc. Okay? So, got all of the, you know, the end of the season, states and regionals, nationals, worlds coming up. Get yourself prepared. Find yourself a good BP partner, you know, because then BP's better and you get a lot more done. Remember, get yourself cones, 150 swings a week bat challenge, and that's basically accumulating 150 swings over that time, not just all in one day. Me, I like to take 80 to 100 a day. That's where I'm at. Some days I'll take 60 and we'll do line ball, we'll do hitting games, which is a good thing. But you always want to put yourself in a position during BP with scenarios. First and third, second and third, first and second, no one on base, a runner on first, especially having the 5th or the 7th run on third base, working backside, working a sac fly, etc. As I've shared with many people, I feel in senior softball, you should count the sac. You should not want to hit a home run when there's a guy on third. Count sacks, because you're actually sacrificing yourself for the good of the team. And rewarding that, you're going to see more people start playing team play. Because a lot of times when people run too strict a book, people go out of their elements, they start playing selfishly and stuff just to keep their averages. You may know some of them. How often do you see that guy go 0 for 2? Next you know, he's hitting it over the fence. That's why I'm going to be doing a podcast on when you're choosing a team or making a team, what I believe is more of a winning combination of building your team, opposed to a buddy team. Buddy teams are okay, but then you shouldn't complain about getting reclassed. Buddy teams should not complain about we can't compete. Buddy teams should not be complaining saying they're major plus or we can't. Buddy teams don't always do what's right for the team. You do what's right for your buddies. You know, you have part-time players. I'm going to keep him because he's what? My buddy. This guy's hitting 200 or 300, but we're going to keep him because he's my buddy. So if that's the case, it's kind of hard to balance, and I don't think it makes you an a-hole if you're trying to be on a good winning team that's very competitive. But those are the decisions you have to make before the season ends, or sometimes maybe going to a more competitive team. Because I've been over the years, sometimes people get upset because, oh, he's not committed. Well, some people are more committed to themselves and winning than committed to a team that plays mediocre. You know, chugging beers more than they need to, chugging in the dugout, boomboxing it, or whatever. The better teams, the competitive teams, there aren't boomboxing, there's rarely alcohol in there and stuff. And those are always the teams they want to get reclassed because you're playing against more of those type of dudes. But you, if you're watching this video, you want to increase your game, better your game, there's a lot of things you need to do to improve it. So I'd like to thank you all for coming out. Please subscribe and like. Send me messages on Leroy Dozell on my Facebook page. And yeah, so be kind.